All right, we
What's
are
up?
live. William sliding in here. Excuse me. William sliding in here the last second. Oh, look who else we
4
got here.
seconds to spare.
All right.
Hello.
What's up?
What's
How you guys
up?
doing?
We wanted to talk about old race cars tonight, and I was wondering, do you got any pictures of old race cars, Brian?
I will strictly have to limit myself on a lot of these photos. I've got
Well,
everything you want: Superbirds, Darts, Dusters,
yeah,
Roadrunners.
we'll stick with Mopars and I don't know. Find a good picture you think you got that we could talk about for a minute. You know how to present stuff?
I've got a Duster we will start with just because
I like
this.
dusters myself, you know.
So the story I read about this one was it was this dude's English teacher or something in high school, and this car checks off every single box.
Oh, cool. Let's see.
The name of the car is Prescription Hemi.
Okay.
I
You
just
put
posted
it.
up to our general chat there.
All right, hold on just 1 second. I can ooh, I like that. I can do this. And then we just go to share screen.
But yeah, that is the Prescription Hemi Duster right there. I think
That
it's a
is
70. It's a
That's
70
cool.
or 71.
Yeah, I what did they change the taillights between 70 and 71 or were they the same?
I believe they were the same. At
I know
least,
Dennis is big on dusters. He'd be able to tell us for sure 100% if he's still in here.
yeah, I'm 100% willing for someone to correct me because I've had two Dusters, but they've both been 71s. And I believe I've sold a buddy of mine that his race cars are both 70s. I've sold him some taillights, I believe. But no, I just thought this one was a good point to start out because I mean it's got 10-inch and 4-inch keystones. It's got the big obnoxious scoop. You know, it's got the funky paint. It's the
Yeah,
perfect definition of an old race car.
I'd like to have something like that. I'd like to build something like that. I like the keystones on it. Here's that second picture of that car.
That car just checks like all of the boxes.
It looks good for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy though, thinking about the fact that that was just somebody's English teacher just deciding, hey, I'm going to race pro stock.
Well, back in the day, you could do that kind of stuff, you know. Well, they're saying nowadays, oh yeah, I love the way the tires kind of, that's my whole
It does
thing right there.
everything right.
But they're even saying that with nowadays, if you got enough money, you could go into NHRA and they'll find you a car, and you got to find a sponsorship. You don't have to have. It's not like NASCAR where you start out at the bottom and work your way up. You can just go in and just be a driver if you want to. There ain't nobody sitting here doing bracket racing today going to get picked up by NHRA to be a big time racer. You got to have money, which I
Yeah,
don't necessarily like.
the days of finding like small time racers to hit it big, I hate saying it, but it's a thing of the past. Like you've got to have an established name for yourself. They're not just going to hear, "Hey, this guy racing out at Beach Bend Dragway is, he cuts a killer light. He's won all these different." It's all
Yeah,
past.
I like the idea back then. You had to have the money to build the car. And there were a lot of people who just had cars built, but I guarantee you there was some people out there who just was like, okay, I'm gonna build this in my garage.
Well, it's funny enough. So I was watching a video. I wish I could find it on Facebook again. It was Don Grother talking about his '68 Superstock Barracuda. I don't remember if his was one of the 4-speed or one of the automatic cars. I like Don Grother, but he's not one of the guys I follow religiously. And I think he said that car ran 1030s or 1040s, and he had $8,000, including the cost of the car, into the whole thing. Now, granted, this is 1968, so that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and
But-
that's a fast car in '68 too.
Oh, absolutely.
And no, guys, it was not a beer; it was a Pepsi.
Brian drinking on
Um,
stream.
No, I don't. I don't drink at all. So, but yeah. And anybody else? Okay, anybody in the chat? I'm going to say this because people are coming and going, so I'll probably say this a lot during this live. If anybody can hit me up on Facebook, if you got an old car picture, old race car picture you want put up here,
I've got
that you
another
think we might
car.
like to talk about.
I don't have a copy of the video, but a local car buddy of mine bought a 1970 Cougar Eliminator off the showroom floor and raced it at a local racetrack back in the day and held a track record until the track closed. He has a video of him racing a 68 Charger and him winning.
That's awesome.
Every time he shows it, I tell him that Charger must have just had a slow day. It was off.
So I've
I
got,
like this picture. I'm going to put up this one next.
I was going to say, I'm kind of, as we're talking, I'm pre-picking out pictures to try and keep us a consistent flow here.
Well, do you know how to share stuff?
Not really. Well, see,
I can
so the
teach
thing
you
is,
real quick.
all my photos are on my phone.
Oh,
Yes, so
Yeah.
I'm multitasking. I'm doing stuff on the phone as I'm talking with you guys. But the next one I figured would be an easy spot for conversation because once people see the car, everybody's going to recognize it. But
I
I don't
picked like the third picture down because I really like this black and white picture.
I don't think a lot of people know what this point of the car's life was. So, for anybody
Really
that
like
does
that.
know or anybody that don't know, that is the Sox and Martin 68 Roadrunner after they sold it off. It ended up, the guy you see there with the long hair standing next to it, he street raced the car for years. I've got
that's
photos.
cool.
I've got photos of the engine. I've got photos of it, like literally just chilling outside this dude's trailer. Like, he was literally just the most average dude street racing an ex super stock car.
Well, my uncle was he was a drag racer forever. He just passed not too long ago, but he bought in '92. He bought a brand new Formula Firebird. I think he drove that thing for a week before it became his race car.
It's
And
terrible when things become race cars.
it's like he was running tens with the, you know, that what was it, that TBI manifold?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was running a factory TBI manifold. Nothing else was factory on it, but he was still running that manifold and running tens on motor in that car.
That's actually
And that
really
was
impressive.
like I said, it was like back in '92, '93. Still, tens was pretty damn fast. Tens really ain't that big a deal nowadays.
So I can put it into a little bit of perspective for everybody. No, 10s nowadays, that's like a street car.
Yeah.
But back in the 90s, like a lot of your tube chassis cars were running like, if they were quarter mile racing, they were running like 920s to 950s. Just to put into perspective. So these next photos are kind of cool because I think
show another one. I'm going to show another one of that the Sox and Martin car.
okay, while you're doing that, I'm actually going to load up the Discord
yeah,
with a
go
couple
ahead.
photos. So if I go a little quiet here, I'm just I'm focusing up.
It's just I still think it's kind of messed up though, because I'm sorry, if you build a car in your garage, like out of an old Duster like I got, or a Charger like Williams got, and you make that thing run tens, that's an accomplishment. Okay, that is fast.
Absolutely.
That is fast, especially if you do it like on a working man's budget, watching, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like a lot of people are doing nowadays. You know, just about anything at No Name Nationals that runs into tens, they did something there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you take guys like Levi and Dallas and all them, you know, the guys like that have the I'm gonna go ahead and say the fast cars out of the no name bunch. I was trying to find a different way to word that because
Well,
when I
no,
say
no, it's true. It's true. You've got like, well, we've had like when they ran the 10-5 races, we would had well, I want to say, let's say 23 or 24 actually, year before last, the one before this last one. They were paying out, $1,000 to win the 10-5 race. Well, people found out about that, and you had guys bring in $50,000-$60,000 cars, and to win $1,000. It's like,
yeah,
it was cool, but it also, that's the reason they don't do the 10-5 race anymore. It's the reason they came up with the Triple Crown, is because it kind of, puts you back in, what the No Name Nationals is about. It's about YouTubers. It's about showing us building their cars. A couple of those guys, I think, they just made a YouTube channel, ran it up to 500 subs, and then they did nothing else. They didn't care. They just wanted to get in on this one race to win $1,000.
oh, absolutely.
And it's like, yeah, why? I don't necessarily think that is. I would rather somebody, even if you're not a full-time YouTuber, even if you're just a hobby YouTuber like me, I don't put out a video every week.
In this live stream.
Yeah, I don't put out a video every week. I'm not treating it like a job.
No, I mean, I'll go weeks without uploading just because I don't feel like it or I've had stuff going on.
Oh yeah, in case nobody's seen it, I put a video out today. It's doing real shitty. But my video's doing shitty, just like these lives aren't what they used to be. We used to have 25, 30 people in these lives. But it's just because I'm having to get back into it, and people have to get used to seeing me on Saturday night. People are going to get used to me posting videos up again. It's like, oh, okay, he put another video out. But I would rather see guys like that, even if you just built a channel just to come to the race, but you got a car that you built. You know what I mean? And you're not just you're there, and you're not there to win a race, because nobody. It's really not like it's a big deal to win at No Name Nationals. It's kind of a big deal, but it's not like it's not like an actual national event. We just kind of, it's a party for us. Nobody's out there to win. We're out there. Everybody's there to literally have fun.
I'm just a very competitive person. So.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be competitive next year. I'm going to be crazy next year. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have fun too.
Well, and because it's funny, I talk a lot about Junior and the no prep racing and everything, and I love the no prep racing. I've been around it a lot here more in the past couple years, but we've had a serious discussion that once you get to the level of racing that Junior was at, it's not fun. I've watched a guy that went from one of the fastest cars in the country and absolutely lived and breathed street racing. He can't stand racing. Like, he wants nothing to do with it.
Well, and the thing is, I think a lot of it too is I'm kind of seeing this around here, and I'm pretty sure Dennis, if he's still in here, he went through this. It's you used to be, you get a bunch of buddies, you go, all get your cars together, you go to the track, and you have a good weekend of it.
So
I'm seeing less and less of that, and more of people just being there by themselves, and it's like, you go to a normal race or something, and everybody's just sitting around in their own little things, and it's like you go to No Name Nationals, and everybody's walking around and stopping and talking in everybody's pits, and it's like a party.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be more races like that, I think.
No prep racing is essentially a job for people. Like, No Name is fun. You guys aren't there to do this for a living. You're not gambling for $25,000, $30,000. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of the drag and drives are kind of like that too, where it's fun. Guys are helping each other out. Guys are, You know,
I watched Cletus McFarland. I don't watch a lot of Cletus video, but I watched where they did the Dragon Drive and they went for the quote unquote cheap vehicle challenge. And I thought that looked like an absolute blast. I'm not going to lie about it.
I think the funnest part of doing a Dragon Drive would be all the cool stuff you see on the trip,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and making the trips. I don't necessarily the racing. I'm not ever gonna have the money to be out there competing with these, you know, people like Finnegan and all these guys who do these Dragon Drives. I don't care. I just want to do it and have fun. You get to do some racing while you're making a road trip, basically. I'd like to build a satellite into a Dragon Drive car.
It would be a lot of fun. So, talking about more of the back to the fun roots of everything, the photo you see here is of my local track. That's US 60 Raceway, and that is Color Me Gone 2 after Roger Lindemore had sold it off. That
Mhm.
car was local around here for years.
Cool.
So it's just, I was at the Kentucky Motorsports Hall of Fame a while back and had the opportunity. I just took that photo from one of their display stands, and it's just cool local history.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's what drag racing used to be.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
used to be people would, you know, people would have fun, you know, and it would be you'd be putting on a show. That's what I really miss about it is the putting on a show. And that's why, honestly, I think Street Outlaws did so good and did
So-
so much for drag racing was because they were putting on a show.
one of my favorite channels to watch anymore, it's some more guys that are fairly local to me. It's Tin Soldier Race Cars. And
I think I've heard of them, yeah.
yeah, they've got Charlie Brown. It's a big 4-door box Malibu, and it used to be a nitrous car. Now it's a Pro Charge car because running nitrous and blowing up motors just got a little expensive for them. But he was doing an interview with Jimmy Dale once, and they were discussing that at the end of the day, a race car driver is just a showman.
They need to be.
Well, think about this. You don't remember so much the guy that wins the race, but you remember the guy that absolutely drags his bumper half track.
Yeah.
You remember the guy that does. And one of the reasons, anytime I ever show a video of Junior street racing or anything, Junior does like the biggest John Force burnout. You just see smoke absolutely like blowing out of the back of the car. I think I asked him once, and he said he'll come out of the burnout box at like 8,000 or 8,200 RPM.
Well, yeah, that was part of it too. Is well, you look at No Name, fucking Shane Polito went out there and he did a literal half track fucking burnout. You know, he didn't need to do that. He said, "I want to put on a show." You know, he did a half track burnout.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing.
For
a lot of
fuck's
these
sake,
guys
we got
just
the
forget.
burnout competition, and we have the inaugural winner right there.
Yep.
Hey, William.
But no, I just think it's missing something. I think that drag racing should be more like professional wrestling and not fake, but still have a lot of trash talking and a lot of story behind it and everything, you know. But it doesn't anymore, and it used to.
Drag racing has no, I'm going to say it's got no soul.
Not NHRA drag racing, no.
Like, I mean,
Before we move on to another picture, I want to show you a picture of my buddy Ricky's car that looks really close to the one on the left.
Okay, yeah, just put it up there.
Yeah,
that was the one on the left. Is it a
getting to
Chevy
it.
or an Anglia?
That's an Anglia.
It is. I thought so.
Looks
But
like an Anglia to me.
I'm not the most well versed in my I'm not the most well versed in my kind of lesser known cars.
Do have I might have another one. Yeah, I actually got two.
But you know, you got it's like I said, I would hate to see No Name turn into the Fox Body G Body show. You know,
And I will
that's,
be
that's
100.
the great thing about it is it's
That is what scared me so much when I heard about Triple Crown, because my first thoughts, I was like, somebody can get a Fox body or a G body with a triangulated 4-link. I was like, they've already got a great factory suspension. You know, hate me for saying this, but a suspension that is better than Leaf Springs.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Leaf Springs, and a lot of people take it because of my Dart that I hate on Leaf Springs. I don't. I love Leaf Springs. I love seeing fast cars on Leaf Springs, especially.
Oh, I like that.
This
That's
is a
amazing.
that is a real deal old school race car gasser.
Dude, look at the holes cut into it. That's
Those
Yeah, it's
are
just so
everywhere on that car. I haven't looked all over that car, but they're everywhere, and he drives it.
But see,
drives
stuff
it
like that
around.
is cool. You
He-
don't see that kind of stuff at your local racetrack every week. You know what I
No.
mean?
This is a true old school gasser, and it's awesome that he every now and then he'll get in it and drive it.
You know the looks he probably gets cruising through town
Oh,
with that thing?
the car, the
Oh,
purple
yeah.
car next to it. It is a 57 Ranchero with I think a 58 Edsel front cap.
Huh.
He calls it the Edchero.
The edge.
The Edsel company actually made some of those for like shop trucks when the Edsels were being made. But the front caps on the Edsels and the Rancheros just swap out. There's no special anything that you have to do. It's just putting an Edsel cap on a 57 Ranchero.
Oh, so they made them like for dealerships and stuff to use a shop truck?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is
And
awesome.
he's got that as like a tow vehicle, and he picked up a old camper. I think it's out of the 60s or 70s or 80s. I don't know, but he's redoing it, and they're going to be towing it behind that, and it's just awesome.
Well, that's like I'm doing with my van. I'm going to do my van up like an old boogie van and use it as a tow rig.
And I got one
But-
more.
Yeah, go ahead. Put it up there.
Yeah. Now this other
I'm
one is an Anglia that they actually raced for a little while.
Talking
But
about tow rigs, real quick.
Yeah, we can talk about
So-
that for a second.
Tanner, I absolutely loved his hauling his satellite with his C20.
Yes.
That looked like so much fun.
I told him and he didn't do it. I was like, pull that truck around to the pits. Because that's the other thing about No Name is the pits aren't like actual, well, to some people they're actual pits, you know, where you have a race car.
It's almost
But-
like a car show.
It's like a car show. And that's what it's meant to be. It's like a car show that you walk around and okay, you got a race car, you got this guy's car, this guy's car.
Yeah,
right.
this
I
Williams,
love
tell
the
us about-
slots, the gold
This-
Me too.
slots.
This is a Anglia nostalgia drag car that my buddy Ricky had and his son had their hands on, and they raced that for a while, and it's just an awesome car.
Those
I
slots
think
are
it had
magnesium, ain't they?
I think it had a big block Chevy in it or a small block. I don't know. I don't know what their power plant was, but they raced it for a good while, and now they've gone to funny cars, and they ran a little while with the Burning Love funny car, which was based off of I think a 1970 Nova. But
I
there
seen
was
where they just had an accident with what was it? Their trailer
there
got
was
blown over.
there was an accident with the trailer. The trailer turned over and basically totaled out the trailer and the funny car. But things have worked out. There, that community is awesome, and through connections and other stuff, they have a replacement trailer and they have a replacement funny car now. They just got to build it up for the next season coming up. So 2026, they're back in the game.
Nice.
But there is just an awesome group of people. But yeah, they've had some pretty cool cars.
I bet those slots are magnesium.
I would not doubt
Yeah,
it.
but they are. What is
Okay.
the story on that?
So all the photos I posted in the Discord of that car are the same car. That car has went through so many different paint jobs and owners in its lifetime. It's the Carl Gould. I can't remember if he ran Super Stock or Pro Modified or which one of the. It wasn't one of the classes I really keep up with, but it was just a neat car. And how often do you see a Superbird that's actually cool?
Yeah, well,
It's a
drag
factory
races
Hemi
anyway.
car too.
Did they do the? I haven't been to Mo Party in like 2 years now. Do they still do the where they drive the supercars around or drive the wing cars around the
So
around
I'll
their
admit,
circle track?
I'm bad about going down to the track to watch stuff. I spend all my time up in the swap meet. Actually, just this year, I took a ride on the Dodge Thrill Rides for the first time.
Always wanted to do that. Is it
I
fun?
100% recommend it because they've got like mounts and everything for you to set up your cameras. It's great time. I think the driver I was talking to had been doing it for like 15 years, and the one Owen and his girlfriend had a dude that has been drifting for like 25 years.
Now, do you got to pay for that, or you just
No,
walk
it's
up there
free.
and do it?
You just got to stand in line and sign a paper.
Did they make you poop your pants?
No, Owen said that his guy was using every inch of room that he could, but my guy was a little more relaxed. It was still a good time, though.
You know what one thing, and it's really weird, but whenever I was there watching them do that, is you would have the drone pilot. He would fly the drone over from the drag strip. He'd drone film some stuff on the drag strip. Then he would fly over to the thrill rides, and he was able to keep up with those cars with that drone like it was like the drone was like it was programmed to follow it, and it wasn't. It was just a dude because he was that good with a drone.
Some of them drone pilots they get, like, those dudes are impressive. I would love to actually be able to start filming with a drone.
Have you ever watched the drone races?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, look that up on YouTube. That's a wicked.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
I've seen some clips of that. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, well, you've got who else has a Superbird? You know, I know there was one at Mo Party a couple years ago, or at Mopar Blast a couple years ago. It was a super. Well, it wasn't an original Superbird, but it was a Superbird drag car or a Daytona. I don't know which. I get those confused. But and then what you've got? What's his name? What is that guy's name from the TV show? From the Garage Squad.
Joe Zolper?
Yes. He's got that. I've seen that car too in person.
That car is impressive.
Yeah, he's not local to me, but he's up in Chicago. But he shows up down at Gateway every once in a while.
So can I give an unpopular opinion here? And I will be hated by a lot of people for saying this. The paint job that's on that Superbird there is cool. But I don't like it as much as I like the white and blue paint job on that car. Something else that I don't care for is
I didn't see a white and blue paint job on that car.
I posted it in one of the other photos next. But so Bob Jennings owns that car, and Bob has money. But Bob won't put custom mags on that car. And once you get used to seeing custom mags on stuff, you can't look at classics and like them as much.
I actually agree with you. I like this paint job better. Here, we'll share it. It's going to take me a second. It takes a lot of clicks to share something.
Yeah, no, I'll try to slow down with the photo sending here.
That's all right. It's no big deal. No, because I can always go back. That paint job. Is that the one you're talking about?
That is the absolute coolest that car ever was. I get Carl Gould's was, a factory back racer and everything. I don't remember the name of the owner that had the car at this point, but I love that paint.
Yeah, I do too. I like the white. Just it's more simplistic.
It was in that paint
job. Simplistic, but not simplistic, really.
Yes. it didn't have this paint scheme for very long at all before it got repainted to what you see now. And it's kind of a shame because photos of that paint job are almost impossible to find. Actually, while grabbing photos, I just accidentally found that black and white photo of the car with that paint job.
Well, and that's another thing. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do I want to say? It's hard to find people who will do stuff like this to their race cars anymore. Most of the time, it's like, okay, shoot it one color, put some letters on it, and send it out. You know,
Well, see,
but you got people like Dennis with his twisted duster.
that's like I like Tookie's paint jobs. The
That
only
thing
thing
was fucking awesome.
the only thing about Tookie's paint jobs is so I'm not crazy about flames on cars. And I
love
know
flames.
it's hit and miss for a lot of people, but I'm not wild about the flames. They look good, and I'm not knocking his paint. It's just a personal taste thing to me.
I love flames.
I'm-
I just seen a car. There's a Duster on Marketplace that is the same color as my Satellite, that gold color,
yeah, what Tawny Gold?
and it's got no, it's not Tawny Gold. Tawny Gold's fugly, but no, it's I wonder if I could find it. I don't know. I'll look for it.
Brian
Maybe
just
here in a
got
minute.
insulted by me calling his car Tawny Gold.
Yeah, I did.
that is
Got
an
a little
insult.
insulted. But and it has flames on it, and it's sad. I didn't think flames would look good with that color, but I actually liked it.
Brian's right. Tawny Gold's a terrible color, and if you've got a car that color, you should repaint it.
Yes, you should.
I don't regret saying that either.
Oh, this one's gonna come out great. That dude, no, he's drinking a Coke. Okay. That's one thing I don't like. I've seen it I've seen it a couple times at the local outlaw track. Is somebody wearing a racing jacket, drinking a beer? I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's a no
I
fly
don't want
zone
to
for
run
me.
against you.
I love this photo. It's another one of them ones I stumbled across on Facebook one night, and I was like, this is life goals right here. You know, dude's got, I mean, look at them sideburns he's got.
Oh yeah.
Even with the old Polaroid photo, you can see exactly how thick them chops are.
Well, that's like Anna wants Jed to have mutton chops really bad,
He needs to.
but he won't do it.
But no, I don't know anything about the Belvedere in the background. I don't know if it's an RO23 car or not. I don't believe it is. But it's just got a cool paint job. It's got Keystones, old Firestone slicks on it. I mean, it's perfect.
Here, if I find this car, yeah, I mean, I love what do they call that paint job? Is that for like panel paint or?
I don't know, actually. I've never heard like an official name for it.
I wish I could find this car faster. Here, we'll throw up another one while I'm looking. What do we got here? What have you put up? You haven't put up anything new. Put up something new.
I'll put up something new.
I don't have any old race car pictures.
Well, and it's not even old race cars, but maybe even like new old. You know what I mean? Like if somebody built like that Anglia.
Yeah.
Old style. We want
Yeah,
stuff
old
that's got
style.
taste and class.
Style's the word.
Here, I'll give you a couple choices here. We've got.
Oh, I like that. That one's coming up next.
Let's say that car's got a
Big
cool
old
history
picture.
to it.
Okay. Fixed
Let's
it.
see. Where's the worst part about having a bunch of old race car photos is having to find the ones you're looking for.
Specific old race car photos. I really like that. I really like that.
That's the Mutt Brothers. Sox and Martin purchased Barracuda. And everything about that car is just awesome. I believe that car is still missing, actually. Which, I'm going to say it. So when it comes to a lot of cars like the Mutt Brothers cars and all them, the guys that usually tend to know, they get real tight-lipped about stuff. And even if they can't afford it, they know the car's rotting away or whatever, they will keep it there just to keep somebody else from getting it.
Well, that's the way guys used to be with like just the speed secrets and stuff. I don't think they understand that there's no more secrets because the internet took them all away.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all because, I mean, let's just be 100% honest about some stuff. What's out there to be discovered has really, for the most part, been discovered.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of the newer parts, like newer heads and stuff, those just kind of blow away any old time speed secrets that you might have had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, and that's not saying that all old speed tips, tricks, and stuff are irrelevant. Because
No, because they will still work.
And I will 100% admit, if you're trying to do stuff on a budget, the first thing that I would recommend is if you can find one, go out and buy one of the direct connection books.
I would love to get one. I need to get a Bible.
I've got the chassis book and the engine books. I don't remember what versions I've got exactly, but they are like my go-to when I'm trying to find out like knowledge on anything.
But then a lot of that stuff is just, it's kind of old hat now.
It is.
People just tell you, yeah, just do this, do this, do this, do this. But if you don't have a group of people around, you know what I mean? If you don't have a good core group, then you might not know a lot of that stuff, and it might be easier to figure out if you just get the book.
Some of the best ways to learn things are just by trying them.
Yeah.
That's
I believe
like
that.
Junior told, and I use Junior as a reference for a lot because anybody that knows me knows that when it comes to racing, he's the very first person that I'll ask any racing questions.
You know what's cool about this picture?
What's that?
You know he's just taken off the line because you can see the motion in the tire.
Firestone Drag 500 slicks.
You can see the back that you can see the rubber folding on the bottom, and you can see the motion in the tire, and you know he's just taken off.
All right, I am not gonna find this. I'm still gonna look though. What else you got? What else did you throw up there?
I was about to say, I've posted a couple up here.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I seem to have more 66 and 7 B-body drag car photos than I do just about anything.
Oh, there you go, William.
That is.
I want something like that so bad.
That is my buddy Ricky's one that they used to have. And that is I think he called it a Bonham body. It's an all fiberglass Bonham body, and it has a Chevrolet inline 6. They raced that for a little while, and this is actually parked right behind their Anglia.
That's awesome.
Man.
Yeah, it's just
we missed it.
Good.
I've got to find a photo of this just because I've got one saved somewhere, but it's easier to just go steal one from his Facebook. But we're talking about older coupe style cars and stuff. And so it's just the right time for me to bring this one up.
I love this.
That car
Oh, yeah.
has such a rich history to it. So originally, that was the SNK Speed Shop car when it was brand new. After SNK sold it off, it was bought out by the Mutt Brothers. And the Mutt Brothers raced the Super John, I believe it was an ex-Dick Harrell Camaro, up in, I can't remember if it was New Jersey or New York, but that car and that Camaro raced for $250,000.
Damn.
Wow.
I've got the newspaper articles and everything for it. I mean, you got to think. I think someone said that adjusted for inflation and everything, that's like $6 million in today's time.
That's a bit much.
And that's how like extreme the rivalry was between those New York and New Jersey guys. Them dudes didn't play around. They said like it was full on police escort, everything. I mean, it was taken extremely serious. That car is also still missing right now. The last I've got anything on it is it was in a garage fire back in the 90s, and nobody has heard anything about it since.
I know that guy didn't sell this car yet.
Let's see.
Let's see what else we got over here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything lively. This is a grainy picture, but it's cool.
I think I know exactly which car you're about to pull up. Let's see. I'm looking for a photo.
There we go.
As we're talking.
What is that called?
Scotch soda. I think it's Scotch and soda, but I can't see the and sign too well. I think it's Scotch and soda 2.
2.
Yes. It's another one of those, I guess, like small owned cars that never really went anywhere, but I just thought it was cool. I mean, the quarters, how they're radius, but look at the fact that they actually took the time to add like a lip to it.
Yeah. Well, there was one car I saw for sale. I really wanted it. I can't remember, right? You know, it was a race car. I can't remember what car it was, but it was purple and it was called Plum Lazy.
Plum Lazy.
Plum Lazy. Hilarious. That just fits me.
That. Let's see, I'm still searching through photos here.
Yeah, I'm kind of searching, trying to find this this gold duster. We need to do another wide guys soon.
Yeah.
Especially before I lose a bunch of weight.
Not so wide
Can't
guys.
be called wide guys anymore.
Wide Guys was such a fitting name, though. It was just, I mean, it was right there.
Well, we were talking about stuff like wise guys and stuff like that. Like, oh, hey, how about wide guys? We're all kind of bigger.
Bigger and we're proud.
It was a fun show. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again real soon. Who was that? Tony's Hot Rod Garage. He said he's going to start doing his lives again. So that'll be good. He does his on Fridays. I jump in with him a lot.
You know, that was the thing after watching the Wilburns live last night. Like, who else was live?
Nobody. It's been that way forever. Until Tony started doing it, nobody would be on after Wilburn. And then it's like, for the longest time, nobody was on Saturdays once I stopped. but now Buff and Kim jump on, but they're on constantly. So
You give the people a little bit of a break.
well, it's just it's gonna take people because I mean shit. What I do, I go almost a year and a half, 2 years without really doing a live.
It's been a pretty good while since you've done a live. Until
Yeah,
of
so
course, starting back up here recently.
yeah, and I'm not gonna have the audience I used to have. People don't even know I exist hardly anymore. But it's all cool. I've done 5 hours with this many people in here. What do we got? 6? I've done 5 hours for 6 people before.
Hey, that's 6 more people than if you weren't streaming.
Ooh, I like that.
I've got a couple of pictures.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I think I've got it set where I can just scroll through them.
Oh, nice.
William is solving the world's problems one at a time.
That is a front view of that front engine dragster I showed.
Nice.
With the Chevrolet inline 6. Let me see. Have you seen the Super Duster?
No.
That's wild.
Ooh. Oh,
My
yeah.
buddy Ricky,
Yeah.
I believe this is the same car, I believe. And I think he touched up the paint on it.
Okay,
But,
That
so
is this. I think it's a 74, I think, but I'm not positive.
slightly derailing the conversation, but because William, you shared that photo up, and it makes me think of a car I seen earlier. Have you all seen that Pro Mod Duster that has a Cummins in it?
No.
Hmm.
Dude,
Oh,
this
that's
car,
scary.
it ran like a 3 or 4 second pass. I was like, holy shit.
It's
Like,
wild, like the stuff they're doing with diesels nowadays
it's nuts.
and different stuff.
Everything has just been taken to such an extreme nowadays.
Well, and okay, I hate to say it, but with the cars we're looking at, yeah, they were extremely fast for then, but they took the paint jobs and the looks of the cars. I think that was more extreme than I don't know. It's like they wanted to be noticed, because you got super stock and all those cars probably ran real close numbers. So it was probably, kind of a toss up on who was going to win.
I
But
actually get upset when people find these old cars and that like these, with these no-name drivers and stuff like we've been looking at for the most part, and then make them a factory stock car again. I hate it.
yeah, and you don't need, I mean, I understand if it was a famous person's car to restore it back to the way it was back then, but why can't you get one of these old cars and put your own thing on there? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying. I was scrolling through Facebook earlier and a guy bought an A12 Roadrunner at one point, and they were talking about how they saved it from its previous life as a drag car. Well, I mean, from what I was looking in the photos, I don't think it was it wasn't very much of a drag. It's not like it was a tube chassis car or anything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of those old cars were like kind of what Jed's got. It was a body in white. It was never a real fucking car on the road. They were acid dip body in white cars that never had titles or nothing like that.
Exactly.
They never saw any road time. They were just, race cars.
That's literally how most of these old race cars were. Don't get me wrong. Like, there was a lot of them that were like 6. None of them hardly ever was anything special from the factory. The West Yearday car was a 6-pack car. The old Smoky car that Roseman's got, it was a factory Hemi car. But for the most part, it was a body in white or it was some 6-cylinder car.
But yeah, I don't think anybody's going to find something nowadays kind of like you guys did with your purple car.
Oh, Ben.
With Ben. It's like, okay, yeah, I got this car to make it a race car. Oh shit, this was special. Well, I'm not going to just keep making a race car out of it. You know, somebody if somebody buys a fucking Charger or something and notices, oh, this was a Hemi car. Well, I'm not going to make a race car out of a Hemi. Anybody who does that, I think, would be kind of dumb. It's
I
just
mean, I'm
because,
that dumb, but you know.
but you know, it's like okay, it's a lot easier for you to sell that, get some money, and then you can build whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
You know, it's like my Satellite was just an old 318 car, so I know I could do whatever the hell I want to with that. It was a 318 Satellite. That ain't ever going to be a restoration jewel. So I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to do what 17-year-old me wanted to do to that car, looking
Well,
in magazines.
That's like my 67 Belvedere. I don't know how many people here really know the story of that car. I think you guys know the story, but I don't know if you know the full story. Because I don't talk about, it's weird. I'll talk about the story, but I don't. And I mean, that car, it's a 383 stick car originally. Okay, it's kind of oddball for a 67 Belvedere to be a 383 4-barrel stick car. But the only thing that's special about it is, well, now it was my first car, but other than that, it was my dad's car. That's it.
Were you wanting to share that, William?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, there you go.
I just was scrolling through pictures on my buddy Ricky's Facebook page. I have no information on it, but it's just cool.
It is cool.
I love that. And I love how they've got the lace on the top of it. That's perfection.
And just Freebird.
Okay,
Look,
here,
Brian, they tucked their nuts,
this one
though.
you put up intrigues me. The hell were they thinking?
Okay, so they were tripping on acid and they painted that car in their driveway.
I mean, I
And
still like the car. I'm not down on the car at all.
No,
I still like it.
I'm telling the truth because I know that. So our blue Satellite, that is actually the car we plan on replacing it with. So if everything goes right, then that'll actually be mine and Owen's here soon.
Nice.
It's got kind of a neat story. So the guy's dad back in the day, he was going to buy him a brand new car for a high school graduation present. You know, a story a lot of us have heard about old cars. But his dad wouldn't buy him a 4-speed car. So he bought him a blue with black interior 67 GTX 440 automatic, no options hardly. Guy gets the car. His dad goes away for a little bit. Him and his buddy go to the Chrysler dealership, buy all the stuff to 4-speed swap that car. And they 4-speed swap it before his dad gets back. So, when Junior found this car, it was sitting in a dirt shack in Michigan. It got painted like that in the very early 70s. And, I mean, that's just how it was.
I wouldn't change it. That's part of that car's history.
The only thing me and Owen want to change, it's got a V-gate shifter in it, and I think it would just be safer to put an H pattern in it. That car is one of 2 cars I've known of that when it was being shifted, instead of the gate dropping into 3rd gear, Junior shifted it, and he shifted it fast enough that the gate just went right back into 1st.
Huh.
And
Well,
that car ran 10s.
I know Jed knows a lot about those shifters, and I think Jamie's learning a lot about those shifters. If he didn't know before.
I like V-gates, and that's like, don't discredit anybody that runs a V-gate. They're cool. They're 70s. They're period correct. But I'm also going to say it. If you look into a car and see somebody swinging an H pattern, though, you're going to be a lot more impressed.
You should have been there to see Tanner he drove that Satellite with hatred in his heart. I'm telling you.
I've watched through the videos of Tanner driving his Satellite, and I love it.
Yeah, he was wicked with that thing. That's how I want to be next year. I want to bring hatred.
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Love
Well,
and
maybe not
hatred.
even in a good way. Screw it. I hate you all.
He just said he's done with it.
Oh, what else we got over here? Yeah, what else did you post up? Oh, I love that. Oh, yes. That's what I want to build right there.
I think I know exactly what it is.
It was the next one you put up, and it's already purple.
So, this car's got an awesome history too. I'll wait
Hold
till
on,
you
let
get
me
the
get it
photo
put
up and
up.
talk
Let
about
me
it.
get it put up. Sorry about that. I'm slacking here.
We need to just get a designated like camera
I
guy.
want that. I love that.
So that
Yes.
Plymouth Coupe, it's an actual old school built race car. Back when the 60s, when the dude built it, it originally had a small block Chevy in it and stuff. It's a Plymouth Coupe, so it's sacrilegious. Well, the guy had a buddy that had an A990 65 Hemi Plymouth car. It was a 4-speed one too. He crashed that A990 car, and they stuck the Hemi and the stick out of that A990 into this Plymouth Coupe. The guy that Junior bought that car from said that anytime he would go to shift gears in it, he said the car would immediately just get all over the road. He said it was impossible to just keep it straight.
Wow.
He put an automatic in it, and it was a lot more manageable. Junior, when he found out about this car, he'd struck up a deal with the dude. And in the days before it was officially Holly Mo Party, he was trying to sell a bunch of stuff in order to buy this because he had to have it bought by that Monday. Well, at Holly Mo Party this same year, the Screaming Demon showed up for sale. So Junior bought the Screaming Demon and just set himself that much further back and had to come up with the cash for both the Demon and this Plymouth Coupe. He pulled it off, though. The Coupe at this point, it had a 426 wedge stuck in it, but that thing, it still ran like 670s or 660s. It was fast. He got it down to a 620 on nitrous.
Yeah, I think building something like that would be fun, like a Plymouth version of Freiburger's F-Rod.
Yes, that would be a blast.
All right, I am just never gonna find this. Why do me and Jed send each other so much shit? And I got to scroll back so far to find something.
It's a struggle.
It is. The struggle is real, people.
If
When
you're
you
not
got car
sending your
friends that you send,
if you're not sending like 800 photos of cars to your buddies back and forth, you're not really friends.
yeah, and you're not really living. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, you might want to reevaluate some stuff.
Okay, I'm getting close to it now. I could feel it.
He feels it in his blood.
Feel it in my bones.
Are you getting there, Brian?
Maybe.
Let's see what chat's got going on while we're waiting here. Let's see. We're talking about Southeast Gas. If you've never watched a Southeast Gasser race, absolutely watch them. They are the coolest thing on the planet. I was planning to lace stop. Anything with lace paint is cool.
Yes.
It's like automatically, if you know.
I'm thinking about, and I've toyed around with this idea and said it to people, and I've gotten mixed reviews. But I want to do a on the roof of the Duster, leave it flat black, but on the roof do like super metal flake purple roof on it.
I can vouch that would look really cool. It would basically be doing like the Grumpy Grandpa's got.
Yeah, because that's got the silver roof on it.
Yeah. Hey, if you need a reference, just look at that.
All right, I am not going to find this. I really wanted wanted to get people's opinion.
Ryan here lately has actually been approaching me about custom paints, which has surprised me because I know everybody that knows Ryan knows he tends to. Tends to
He's more
hang
of a
a little more
restoration
stuff.
guy. He's a restoration guy,
He
and
is.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, and I'm not hating on him for it. It's just
I mean,
It-
he was out there making passes at No Name.
it catches you off guard though when the restoration guy comes up and is like, "What do you think this paint combo plus this metal flake would look like?" And you're just kind of like, "Whoa, that's not. You feeling okay? You sick or anything?"
It's not red, is it?
No, he's wanting. If I'm remembering correctly, he's wanting to do the car white with red metal flake and a blue roof or something.
Oh,
It
well,
was
that'd be
something like
cool.
that. It was going to look really neat.
Something different.
Oh yeah, and I mean with the blue interior he's talking about, because I've got blue '66 Belvedere interior that he needs, and I think with that interior it would look. I think it looked friggin' awesome.
I have a serious hate for blue interior.
Whoops.
I don't know why. It's something about the blue interior, Chrysler blue interiors, that I don't like it.
I love blue interiors.
I mean, Jed probably gonna get mad at me because I think Jezebel's got blue interior, but
Jezebel's got blue interior. My Belvedere's got blue interior. Ryan's is gonna have blue interior.
My buddy had a 72 or 73 Charger, and it was blue with blue interior, and I was just like, no. I don't know, but you know what color interior I really liked that I wish Chrysler would have used?
What's that?
Have you ever seen the C3 Corvette, the silver interior that they got? It looks like a space suit.
I'm about to search it up while we're.
It's crazy. All right, did you put up any more pictures?
No, I've been slacking.
You did. So you put up a different one from there, so. Oh, I like that too. So it gets me about the darts. What's this one? Okay, that one can go away.
Oh, good. Jed posted one. I think that's Ron Mancini's car.
Oh, maybe that. Well, oh yeah, Jed did post that. Okay. Here's my question to Dodge. When they first introduced that dart in like 69 or something, okay, and all these drag racers did that to the rear wheel wells, why didn't they just say, hey, we're changing that next year because that makes the car look so much better?
No, the drag racers didn't do that to the rear wheel wells.
Who did?
Carcraft. Or Hurst, whoever it was that did them. Yeah, that was done on all the Hemi darts from the factory.
It should have been done on every dart ever made.
I agree. You're not going to hear me argue that one. I mean, I love it.
No, Scott. Not holy anger. My name, Dust Devil. That's why our race is going to be so awesome. It's going to be good versus evil. And I'm going to win. Because the bad guy wins sometimes. It's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
And you see the swept line tow rig in the background.
You know, that's one of my favorite parts about old photos is looking at the old tow rigs. I love them.
I bet that wagon right there. Look at the wagon. Look at the mirrors on that wagon in the back.
Look, everything about that wagon is right.
It's a tow rig.
I can't remember if he showed it a video, but Jed's got a set of those mirrors for his 300.
Mm-hmm.
Don't he have something similar like that on his Polara right now?
No, I don't think it's on the Polera.
No.
It was the 300 that had those mirrors.
Yeah, it was a 300.
I thought the Polera had some funky mirrors on it.
Not fender mounted. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
bro.
mind. I wouldn't mind having a 68 Dart one day.
They're not hard to find.
I never
But you can
intended to
still
get
pick them
mine.
up kind of reasonable. It just depends on how much work you want to do.
Yeah. Mostly
I-
because 68 Charger, 68 Dart, you know.
I remember when I first started talking to Jed, what was it, 2001? I don't know. It was just before. So, yeah, it was 2001. I think I started my channel in 2001.
2001, are you sure?
2021.
I was gonna say
Well,
I
I'm
played
old.
the fifth in what I was doing in 2001.
2021. A bodies were still cheap. And this was like 4 years ago. And
Dude.
we were looking them up on Marketplace, and it's like, oh, wow, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Then all of a sudden, $4,000, $5,000. It's like, Jesus, what happened?
Do you know how many Scamps and Valiants were running and driving for like $1,000 in 2021?
It was like overnight, the price just shot up.
It's a
And I
shame
was
too,
like,
because
ugh.
I love A bodies, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money on an A body.
I don't want to spend a bunch of money on anything.
I'm poor, so it's kind of hard to spend a bunch of money on a lot of stuff.
I mean, my $1,500 satellite that I'm getting back is spending a bunch of money in my book.
But it is your first car, though.
Especially since I sold the damn thing for $50.
Hey, just
I
be
sold it for
impressed.
$50 complete, and I'm getting it back for $1,500, and I got to find parts for it. But that's all right because I love finding parts.
Just be glad that the guy you sold it to $50 for didn't part it out.
I thought he did. That's why I thought that car, I would never find that car again. I swear to God. I was telling my buddy about it. We were just talking about that today. I was helping him work on his Thunderbird. And I swore I would never find that car again. I thought that car got parted out because some of them I seen were in a lot worse shape. When I started looking for another one again, everything was in worse shape and they wanted a ton of money for it.
John Wilburn detected that we were talking about an LO23 Dart.
When are we going to see John Wilburn start? That's what I want to know. I've heard of this car, but I want to. Oh, look at that! This fits the fucking topic. Oh my God, I want to buy it. I'm going to share it, guys. It's a Facebook ad, so.
All right,
I'll
let's see
leave
what we
the
got.
whole ad up there, so the guy, if somebody sees it on there and has the money, they can buy it. But
we can't own all the cool
Look
stuff.
at
Everybody else
that.
has got to get something. Whoa.
What is that? A
Look
Henry
at
J?
that. Yes.
No, I knew that before looking at the name. That is cool.
That's wild.
That has license plates on it, like
That
That's
means you
street
can drive
legal.
it to
a valid
McDonald's.
license, Illinois license plate.
John, you said your Dart's getting parted out?
No. He was talking about where we were talking about Brian's car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm fine with it the way it is. I'm fine with the whole deal.
He's getting it back is the important part.
Yeah.
Whether we all feel strongly about how it's happening and all that, Brian's just happy he's getting the car back.
And my thing is, honestly, if I'm fine with it, everybody else should be fine with it too. Because it's my deal and I'm happy.
Henry J's are neat cars.
I have zero ill will toward anyone.
Life's too short to be mad at people. Remember that.
Well, why would I be mad? It was the deal I made. And I understood that's why he got the car in the first place.
Yeah, didn't he buy it as a parts car?
Yeah, he bought it. He bought it for parts for his and his dad's car. So
I try to harass him
I'm
about
happy
finally
that
working on.
I actually think his dad had that car sold, but then he explained to his dad that the whole thing on it, and his dad was like, "Okay, we'll sell it to Brian." I'm like, "All right," because I was like, he mentioned to me something about his dad had it sold, and I was like, "Okay, who did he sell it to? Because I'll buy it off that guy."
It's still wild how that conversation started.
It really is wild how that all came full circle.
It wasn't it No Name One.
Yeah, the first no name. I was looking. You had your Charger there, and I was looking at the color it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, I hated that color when I was a kid. My 71 Satellite was that color, and Ryan was like, "Oh, we just picked up a 71 Satellite that color out of Illinois." He goes, some kid had spray painted all the interior. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, they spray painted the whole car black. I was like, really? I go, I need to see pictures.
Tell me more.
It is funny how that all played out. Ryan ending up with your first car. Like I can't get over that.
What was really funny about it, because I was geeked out over it. Okay, but my buddy Kevin, me and him spent so much time in that car. We just hung out. We'd go out, and I want to fucking do a video of what like telling stories of what we used to do. But I'm sitting there at fucking in Sykeston with my phone trying to send him pictures, and the reception is so bad out there. It took like 45 minutes for a picture to send. And I think my phone was screwing up too at the time. And he was like, I think that might be the car. I go, I know it is.
I don't think non-car people will ever understand, but there's a lot of small stuff about a car that if you know it, you recognize it.
I don't know. I even think non-car people would understand that if they were, if you had your first car. I think if you ever found it again, even if you weren't a car guy, you would know that was your car.
Yeah.
It's like, let me find the picture. I'll tell you, if I can find the right picture, how I know that's my car. For 100% sure, I had him send me a picture of it. I don't even know where all these are. I might not even be able to find it.
He's just sticking his foot in his mouth.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know where all my pictures that he sent me of that car went. But I blew one up really, really close. Sorry, guys. You want to talk about something else while I'm doing this? You can.
William, what do you got?
Well, I may have.
Oh, okay. This one shows.
When I picked up for the doors, I may have it gone tomorrow.
Was that another yellow one?
It was a 79 Holster, just like the Red Rocket.
I feel bad because I don't remember the Cushmans the best.
Well, I haven't. I think I did one video on it showing that I got the doors. And,
I think you've talked about it with us, though.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the car. Now let me bring this up. Can you see me zooming in and out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. See that dent in the bumper?
Yeah.
That's how I know that's my car.
What did you do to make that dent?
That dent was in it when I got it, and that was the one thing I always, because look at that bumper. Look how nice that son of a bitch is, except for that one dent.
That was your identifying feature for your car?
My whole thing, my whole life, but up to that point, my whole life, I wanted to fix that one dent. And I never did. But now that dent is staying there forever.
I was just about to ask if you're going to finally fix the dent or if you're just going to leave it there.
What I want to do, here's my plan. is all this old paint that's coming off, like on the quarters. I won't have the doors or the fenders. I'm really surprised that came off that bad on that fender. But back here on the quarters, I didn't even sand that when I painted it. So in all actuality, I should be able to get that black paint off. And I am going to try to hunt down gold fenders, doors, and deck lid. Now, I think I can get away without a gold deck lid, but if I could find gold fenders and doors, I could do the hood and then this piece here. Obviously, I did a good job on that, you know. But
Are you telling me that wasn't a professionally done paint job?
no, that was spray bombs. This up here was actual black primer. This back here was black dollar store flat black paint. This car was all flat black at one time, and it looked pretty damn good. Now, up on the roof, it was just spray painted gloss black because the vinyl top, I tore the vinyl top off of it when I first got the car and just painted that. But yeah, that I did a good job on. I must have sanded and primed that part really good. But I'll do a black hood and that piece black, and I could do a black deck lid. But if I could find the gold fenders and doors, a set of gold fenders and doors to put on it, I may just do like a Jezebel to this thing and just make it badass the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I could have fun with it, you know? And maybe save for my retirement making a super snazzy paint job out of it.
Having fun is the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why a lot of people never finish projects is because they quit having fun with them.
Honestly, that's one reason why I'm in no hurry to get my Charger painted. Because once it gets painted, even being my own car, I will be afraid to touch it.
That's kind of my problem too. And well, I'm scared. I wanted to make this when I first, for like I don't know, a few months after, I was like, I'm going to daily drive that car again. But then I started thinking, it's like, Jesus, because that car means so much to me. It meant so much to me in my past. If I got that and some fucking 16-year-old girl in an SUV T-boned me, I'd be so pissed.
You know, the worst part is how much of a genuine concern that is these days.
Yeah. But then there's also the whole thing of part of the reason that you're not getting new car guys into the world is because these cars are not just out in the wild anymore.
I'll agree with that 100% any day of the week.
You know, because you could have a 12-year-old kid riding in the back of his mom and dad's fucking blob car and see a neat old car, and that could spark him off, and he'd go back and start looking it up on the internet and just, you know, boom, that starts a car guy right there. But you're not going to get non-car guy parents just saying, oh, look, there's a sign for a car show. Let's go. No, that's not going to happen.
Nope.
You know, oh, there's a racetrack. Let's go check that out. No, that's not going to happen. So I think seeing these cars in the wild is the biggest thing about bringing in car guys. So I may drive it more often or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I just know driving the Charger, I can't tell you how many times I know for a fact I've had people looking, and this one time will be probably burned in my head forever. I saw this one kid point and just follow.
Yeah, and if the kid's old enough to use the internet, he could go like, Dad, what's that? And he go, I don't know, it's some old Chrysler. And he can go back and type in old Chrysler, and all of a sudden, you know, old
He's
Dodge.
getting hooked on a bunch of other ones.
Well, and sooner or later he'll find what your car was, and he'll be like, oh, I want one of those. But nowadays he'll look at, oh, I want one of those.
You see Bigfoot's comment?
$60,000. Never mind. Don't pee on my car.
What'd you say, William?
I was just saying, do you see Bigfoot's comment?
I think Jed peed on it too, or he might have touched it inappropriately.
I thought he said he did pee on it.
I don't know.
Everybody's peeing on Brian's car.
They're not going to be able to anymore. Not after next weekend, damn it.
Only you'll do that now.
I've got to get up to Minnesota before Brian gets his car back.
Or you could just come to Mopar Blast in St.
And
Louis.
then pee on
I'm
your
coming
car.
too.
St. Louis is a lot closer.
I'm coming to
Mr.
I'll be at Mopar Blast.
Jed and his dad's going to be there. William's going to be there. Ryan and his dad's going to be there. It's just a trip
It'll
up
be
to
a
St.
party.
Louis.
That really isn't a bad trip.
No, I made it with Dennis that time.
So we could all pick a corner and we can all pee on Brian's car.
No,
together.
you cannot pee on my car. You're not having a pee party on my car. Damn it.
Why not?
Mark, what are you doing? You're trying to make people pee on my car.
Look, everybody's done it but me and William so far.
Yeah.
Oh, I peed on that car. I've gotten sick in the back seat of that car.
Sharing is caring.
I've done unquestionable things in the back and front seat of that car with big women. And on the trunk. And we don't want to talk about all that. Someday I will.
Tall John once told a story on what can be done at his height in the back seat of a 69 Dart.
I miss Tall John. He needs to come around more.
I sat there and it almost just puts this picture in your head of a guy just hanging out both ends of the Dart.
Oh, John, you say, and you hope to see it run. There ain't no hope about it. Hope ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. That car will run again, and I will be driving it, and it will make a probably appearance at a couple of different no names, as long as no name stays around, which I don't think it's going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Ryan have had a call out on each other for every no name since the very first one.
Oh, yeah.
We've never stuck to it.
That's me and Scott from Heaven's Mopars. He called me out on the first one. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And it looks like this year Scott's going to get his car there. So, yeah, we're racing.
I'm so on the fence. So I've actually got put into a time crunch for getting my Belvedere done. So our little dad and them used to have their group back in the day. It was the Kentuckiana Street Racers Association. And they made like shirts and everything. Like they went all the way with it. But they're having a reunion next year at the Iroquois Mopar cruise here in Louisville. And basically everybody was like, oh yeah, Brian's actually got to finish his car. And it's like, yeah, everybody's right.
So you gonna make me finish my shit?
I know, it's that is the worst when people actually make you finish a car. Like, shame on you all.
I don't know. I'm going to help my buddy Kevin. We were just talking today. He's got this Ford, I think 73 Ford truck that he's been working on forever. Literally forever. Like Jesus. I think that's who he bought the truck off of, was Jesus. And I told him, I'm like, look, we're going to get that. They have this big thing up here in St. Louis on a road called Lindbergh. It's called Cruising Lindbergh. And I go, we're going to the first one next year. I'm going to get my Duster, get plates on it and stuff. And we're going to get your truck ready to go up there for the first one in April. So, because sometimes you just got to put a timeline on shit, you know?
That's why as soon as registration is open for No Name, I'm forcing myself to register. Owen's forcing himself to register. And we're going to make us have to finish cars for once.
Yeah. Look at it. It's really not that rusty, is it? I mean,
It's actually kind of impressive.
I can't believe it. It sat in my backyard for at least 3 or 4 years. I last drove the car. We figured it out. I last drove the car in 93. It sat in my backyard for 3 or 4 years. And honestly, this rust, it might have been just a little bit better when I had it. I don't think this rust has really even gotten much worse.
I
Now,
can tell you what I was doing in 93.
But yeah, I think I sold it in like 96, 97 to a Mopar guy around here for $50. And then what I think from what I've gathered with Ryan and everything, this car just basically went from one barn to another. Just went and sat in from one barn to another, and they stole a couple little things off of it. A lot of the interior, but yep.
You said you last drove it in 93?
Yes.
I was 6 years old in 93.
I didn't exist. I wouldn't make a guest appearance for about another 9 years.
I was, well, in 93, I was 20 years old. 73, 83, 93. Yep, I was 20 years old when I ended. The reason I parked it was really messed up. I had run the drum brakes so bad that the front drums, where they were got so thin that it blew out the wheel cylinders. The wheel cylinders pushed out far enough for the little rods to just come all the way out. And the drum had eaten a piece off of the inside of it that fell off. So the drums were junk. And in 93, you could not order new drums for this. Nobody was making them.
Non-existent.
So I put it in the backyard. Maybe a year after that, I bought a 72, 73 Charger that a guy had a 400 big block in it. And it was a wicked little car. It was, I rode in the car, and then the guy ended up selling it later for a lot cheaper. So I ended up buying that off of him, pulling the motor out. And me and my buddy trashed the other car, which probably shouldn't have. But that motor is in that car right now, still in there. That 400 is still in that car. Somebody had taken a head off of it. But and I put that motor in. I drug the car from my backyard, put that motor in, and basically drug it back around. And then like a couple of weeks later, I found a set of drums at a junkyard. So I could have at that point put the car together and finished it, but younger me wasn't that into it at the time.
That'd have been too much work.
Well, if I wouldn't have swapped the motor out and I would have found the drums first, I probably would have just slapped the drums on there, put new brakes on it, and been driving it again. But the fact that I had swapped that motor out already. And I think all I needed was an intake gasket because I took the intake off of it for some reason because I like doing that. And I needed one of the Valley Pan gaskets. And back then, those were too damn expensive. I didn't buy one. So the car sat. Yeah, that's the story on that car. Or at least part of it anyway. A little bit of the story. My one that got away is getting caught again.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you why my dad parked my car. Because all the lifters were thrown out, the push rods were bent, and every single piston in it was cracked.
Jesus.
Yeah, Dad wasn't easy on that car. And on top of that, he let too many people drive it, so the clutch was trashed. It was yeah.
That was the whole thing I used to do with that car. Is I would, when it started running bad, I would just let my dad drive it because he was a mechanic, and I knew I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, take my car to work today." So he always liked driving it, so he'd jump in it and drive it to work, and he'd come home with a box full of parts and just be like, "Here, put these on."
You know the first thing you need to do with that car, Brian?
Pee on it? No,
Yes.
You need a set of Cool Guy wheels.
I don't know what wheels I'm going to put on it yet.
Something better than what's on there to give you a vision of the future.
Sir, allow me to introduce you to the Keystone Custom Mag.
You know what I'm seriously thinking about doing, and it may get done next weekend because I'm trying to figure out which shop I want to put the car in. But if I put it in the one where the Duster's sitting now, really thinking about taking the back tires off the Duster and seeing if they'll fit on that car and seeing what I'd have to do to make them fit. Because Jed has another set of 15 by 14 drag lights. And I might buy them off of him. I might be a drag light guy and just put drag lights on that car.
Counter argument: drag lights on those cars are fucking awesome. Oh wait, can I say that?
In fact, here,
I'm coming off a little strong here.
I know this is kind of turning all about me, but it's all right because it's
Your life.
my
It's
life.
still fun.
I know all the guys in Discord have seen this, but I don't know if I've shown this. What I want, the stance that I want, I have a car, and if anybody in the world can find more pictures of this car, I have like 2 pictures of this car.
I feel like I'm being challenged here.
I would really appreciate it. The stats is the stance I want for my satellite, right
Was
there.
it not Tony that wrote up the article on that car?
I'm not sure if he did or not. I found the article and there was only 2 pictures. I didn't pay attention who wrote it. Tony very well could have wrote it.
I know Tony wrote a lot of those, like a lot of the older custom cars and stuff. That a lot of it was him.
I might reach out to him. I might
it's in
actually.
the
I don't know how far I get, but I might send him that picture and be like, "Do you know anything about this car?"
Kind of looks like it's in like a calendar or a magazine.
Yeah, it was a magazine article. They had a whole article on it.
I
and
think
I've
I
got
have.
a picture under the hood.
I think I've got the photos of the magazine that's out of, actually.
I know Jed found it one day and found it online and sent it to me. And I looked at it, I read the article and everything, but it was this picture and a motor picture, and that's it.
Well, I was about to say, let me see if I can find the photos of the magazine again, and then we can start by trying to search up that issue of the magazine and go from
But
there.
that is the stance I want for mine. Because if you look, let's see if I get okay, you can see my thing there. See those slapper bars?
Yes.
Those leaf springs are not inboarded. Because that slapper bar needs to be right under the leaf spring. That means that leaf spring is in the stock location. And I'm not sure how wide them tires are, but they're pretty damn wide.
I'd bet that's like a 1432 or something. Like it's. It is kind of neat. So
I kind of like the scoop, but I'm not going to put that on my car.
that scoop is actually extremely hard to find. We ended up finding one on a CUDA hood from up in Minnesota, actually. Junior wanted to put it on the Grumpy Grandpa.
You know, I actually had seen where they put the 73 Roadrunner hoods on these cars. And I actually really like that. But I don't know. I like the stock hood because I think the stock hood with either a tunnel ram or a blower sticking out of it would look pretty awesome.
I'm listening as okay, here's the magazine that it was out of again.
I wish I knew where the stock hood to my car went because I know Ryan don't want that, but I want to find a stock satellite hood.
Hot Rod magazine from July of '82. The photo was by Marlon Davis and Cam Benty.
Okay, yeah. Here, I'll share
Rick
that.
Johnson of Los Angeles, California.
I'm gonna look that dude up on Facebook. Okay, yeah. There's 3 pictures. There's the back picture looks cool too.
The wheelie bars.
Hell yeah!
Gotta take the sissy sticks off there.
I got a small stack of Mopar magazines that my dad saved.
Remove.
Wait, if it's a hot rod, I think didn't they just recently publish all of those publicly and digitally here not long ago? Because I think I found the 1976 issue that had Steve Lisk's Hemi Challenger in it. Funny enough, talking about old magazines, I was at the Street Rod Nationals this year hanging out with Junior, and I told him I was looking for any old magazines that had the silver bullet in it. We found the 1969 Carcraft that had the initial testing of the bullet.
Who does it say wrote that article? Does it say?
Not who wrote it. It's just got who took the photos and the name of the guy that owned the car and the area it was from.
Look at the gold radiator.
That is cool.
I actually have one of those fuel filters. Let's go in the duster.
Apparently, it's got a 510.
Ram really big on it.
Huh.
Yeah, I wish there were more pictures of that car. I really do.
Let's see.
It's from 1984. I don't know if you. A damn freaking camera is not doing right. There it is. I got some interesting ones.
What magazine was this car in? Did you say?
That was the 1982 Hot Rod magazine, July of '82.
Oh, okay. See, Tony didn't write the article on that.
No.
Tony didn't ever write for Hot Rod, I don't think. But yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna look up that guy's name. He's probably dead.
That's what I'm searching up on Facebook right now, actually.
I'd be like, where did this car go? I want to know. There's got to be more pictures of this car on the internet. I tried looking up X Factor GTX. There's just nothing.
You've always just got to chase like the littlest things that you can find. I usually I'll hop over to a lot of the groups and post up photos to see if anybody recognizes it. There's a 67 Belvedere I'm looking for right now called Mr. Fantasy.
But yes, that's the stance. Okay. What does that do? Okay, that takes it away. All right. And then when the car is done. Here, let me close these out. It's another hot rod car. That's actually a little more famous.
What?
That actually this car was for sale not too long ago. Can't remember what they wanted for it. I think it was like 50 grand or something.
Oh, hey, here's a digital article of the GTX on Hot Rod's website. It's the same one, but I was going to see if I could find anything. Let's see.
I have loved that car. I don't love that particular iteration of that car. The one I love doesn't have the scoop. I've seen other pictures of this car without the scoop on it.
I hate that scoop with a passion.
And the hood on the inside of that satellite hood is all louvered. And I think it had a blower on it before. It was on the cover of one of the paint and body hot rod magazines. But I love the flames on that car.
They look good.
I would love to do that.
Jed just shared up another 71 Plymouth. Oh, and he shared up the flame car without the scoop, I believe.
Yeah, that one there. There's one with the Roadrunner hood.
That scoop just, it's never
Look at-
looked good.
Look at the emblem on these. On the share the picture Jed just sent, the last one.
Yeah, I will in a second.
Look at the emblem on the center of the grill.
That's what I was trying to look for on that photo that Brian had.
It was a Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I didn't have to look at it. I know it used to, but it was a Playboy bunny. But there's one of those. There's a 71 with a 73 hood.
They still cut it open for their... Is that a tunnel ram?
Yeah, looks like it.
I was going to say, I thought it... Yeah, that's definitely a tunnel ram. That's 2.4s.
I think that looks good. And that's probably what the car would have looked like in 73 if they wouldn't have mandated the stupid 3-mile-an-hour bumpers. Because it's hard to get this bumper into a 3-mile-an-hour configuration.
It was a neat looking bumper on those cars, though. Not the 73 and 4s. Sorry, I was about to say. I feel like I had to
I don't
clarify
mind the 73 and 4s if you take the the bumps,
the
crap
bumper
off
guards.
of them. The bumperettes.
I can't, man. I just can't.
Yeah, that's before the hood. See how, before the scoop. See how the hood's all louvered?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that car so much. I've actually seen a video of that car fucking doing a burnout in like a mall parking lot or something.
Does it still look the same?
Doing donuts. Yeah.
I wondered if it had been changed up like super heavily or not.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think it's still got the big ugly scoop on it, but yeah.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry. I hate that scoop, but it just...
It doesn't, I mean, I guess it kind of fits the fuselage style of the car, but I don't know, just leave it off. Just leave it off. I don't know. I think this was actually a satellite that they did this to.
That photo looks like it was very, very early on in its life. Or at least with the flame job on it anyways.
Yeah, that was probably from the first Hot Rod, when it was in Hot Rod magazine the first time. It was in there a couple times. Like I said, this car's, I'm sure it got sold to somebody out of state, but this car was in Illinois because I remember it came up on my marketplace a couple years back. And I think they wanted $75,000 for it, which I'm like, that's a bit much, but
Cool.
Like I can build my own for that. Thank you.
The hardest question to ask yourself, is it that cool?
This one's pretty cool. What the hell is it? Somebody needs to tell me what this is.
Talking about car crafts, because I seen Mark talking about them in the chat. There was one that had a yellow
What's the
Superbird that had a Hemi with Hillborns on it. And I think it was dated for like 1974. It's just, I'd have to go digging to try and find it. But I don't know. It was just one of those things. How often do you see a Hillborn injected Superbird?
The Flaming Cuda. See, that'd be my problem. Is if I ever found an E-body, I'd build that. People would hate me. Just like in 20 or 30 years, people are going to look back at my Duster and hate me. No, it's a Duster. Those are worth a lot of money. Yeah, well.
The side pipes and everything in the slots. Yeah, that's good.
That is one thing that my satellite is getting.
Side pipes or slots?
Well, not slots, but side pipes. Definitely. I've got a set I may hold up underneath it. But yeah, so everybody out there, all 7 of you, tell your friends I'm looking for gold doors and fenders for a 71 satellite.
I still got some brown fenders from a Dart.
I don't need Dart fenders. If the only way I need Dart fenders is if they was fiberglass, because they're allowing fiberglass fenders in the Triple Crown this year. I'm really hoping that they're allowing Lexan windows, because Optic Armor makes a windshield for my car, and my windshield is cracked, so I would like to replace it with Optic Armor. Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
I think that's a 70 Charger.
There we go. Let's get a good look at it. That's what Jezebel needs, that paint job.
You know that car, that black car that you were talking about possibly getting?
Yeah.
You think they were trying to achieve this with the paint and just never finished it?
No. The only reason I know that is just because of the stories that the guy and his girlfriend told. When I said they were tripping on acid,
really looks like they just took magic marker and went down the side of it.
When I said they were tripping on acid and just painted what they seen, I was being serious.
It's probably what they did with this car too.
I feel like that's what they did with a lot of those old paint jobs. But hey,
I'd like to see a front view of this car because it's got the snorkel scoop on it. Oh no, Jed's on a secret secondary account.
That's not Jed, that's Montecito Sequoia.
Montecito Sequoia.
His internet's trash.
Montecito Sequoia's got some really nice gun videos if you ever want to watch that channel.
Yes. Oh, Jed just admitted it was him. His secret identity's up.
Yeah.
Secret's out.
Yep, he exposed himself.
Secret's out. He's exposed now.
All good things come to an end.
You know, Jed exposing himself.
It's like Batman being the world finding out who Batman is.
You know what? You know what we are missing? Oh my God, how come nobody said anything?
What's that?
What are we missing, William? We've been on here almost 2
Oh,
hours.
Whoa!
Smooth Jazz.
It's a little loud. Oh, I can't believe I left.
Nobody in the
Smooth Jazz
comments
out.
either. Nobody in the
no.
comments either mentioned it.
Shame on you, comment section.
Jed didn't even mention it.
No.
Yeah, what the heck, Mr. Scott?
Oh, this is going to be a massive fail. I just got to delete this whole thing now.
Yep, gotta restart.
You want to
No,
hear the?
I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of like starting off the lives with like a subject, like we did with the old car pictures, the old parking lot pictures last week, and then these kind of pictures this week? You guys like that, starting off with a subject
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, me
and
too.
then just going out? What do you guys you 8 people in chat think about it? Oh, they don't talk anyway.
We'll get like 3 people that carry the chat.
Yeah, you like 3 people. Oh, I hated it. Okay, we're not doing it anymore. But no, I kind of like having a topic. Just gives us something to talk, instead of just coming in and being like, okay, what are we going to talk about today?
I like the subject.
I did too, because it started soft with something, and we just kind of. I mean, look at where we ran with it.
Well, yeah, that's the way I want to do this. And I also like doing this podcast style where we just start talking, and I hope nobody feels ignored in the chat, because I'm really not ignoring the chat, but I like just having conversations,
Yeah.
I'm bad about
So-
reading the chat anyways, so.
I may have missed some stuff. I acknowledge the chat when I can. Like I didn't say hi to Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Sorry. Who else didn't I say hi to? Well, I said hi to everybody else. I said hi to Mark, I'm pretty sure.
Jed is working on something. The gears are turning.
Uh-oh.
That is very,
good
very
thing.
alarming.
That's a good thing, though.
It could be, but it could also not be.
But, like I said, I'm sorry if people feel ignored in the chat, but that's the way my lives are. That's the way my lives have always been. And that's the way they're going to be. So,
Don't lose the magic, Jed. Don't lose it.
if you don't like
gotta
it,
find it.
Dude, don't watch. But yeah, I think I am going to try to come up with a subject every week, except for next week. Because you know what's going to happen next Saturday night, right?
All night.
We're all
weird
gonna
out.
gather around your car and pee on it.
No, we're not going to pee on my car.
Why aren't we peeing on the satellite?
We are going to, I'm probably going to set up a shop live, and we are going to go live from my shop with everybody hanging out.
Then we'll pee on the satellite.
You will not pee on my car. It's going to be indoors. You can't pee in my shop.
Says who? Your bathroom is already indoors.
The shop floods. It'll rinse it off.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to rain for another like 3 weeks.
Then he's got to deal with pee water in his shop.
That's going to fucking suck. I'm going to park that car in the shop, and it's going to have one fucking rain drip hit it in the same spot constantly, and it's going to rust in that one fucking spot.
Then he'll have to buy a whole nother satellite to fix the first one. But then he's going to end up falling in love with the second satellite, and he won't be able to cut it up to fix the first one. So then he'll have 2 satellites.
I need somebody here in just a second to read Jed's post. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you handle that, Backwood.
I was about to say his comments.
Yeah,
His last comment, read it.
not the next to last one because he's kind of posting now.
Oh, okay. Well, the
Y'all
next
need
to
to
last
rate
one.
your 10 favorite waxed firefighters calendar models. I've already humped and teabagged your 71 already in front of Ryan and his
Jesus
dad.
Christ.
So Jed's
And
done his part. We need to do our part to your satellite. Okay.
he
I
did
got it.
this.
Yeah, we've all
He
got a
did
pitch
this without even being here. All right.
Jed
Ah.
kicking off the weird hour from the comment section.
You know he purposely did that though.
You know what's funny is we were talking about that one time, and I had like 12 or 13 people in here, and John Wilburn was in here, and we were all talking. We started talking about the weird hour, and he's like, I think people tune out when it hits the weird hour. I go, I don't think so. I think people like it. And then somebody said something that triggered the weird hour. I fucking hit that video, and fucking like 8 people came in immediately after I hit that video. I'm like, see, John, people love the weird hour.
The weird hour is just it's its own thing.
That's why my van is going to be called the Weird Wagon.
It better have shag carpet in it.
You need to have a really big Dust Devil Garage logo on the side of the van.
I
Jed
don't know
said
what,
he's
I
got
don't know what I
photos,
want to
but I'm
do for
slightly
the side
scared
of
of
the
that.
van. I was really thinking about, because it's got a spare tire holder already. I was thinking about getting a Dust Devil Garage spare tire holder with a QR code. That way anybody behind me be like, oh, and then boom, ooh, QR code. You can drop an F-bomb on any account, Jed. You triggered the weird hour. You can drop F-bombs all night now.
Pretty
People
much.
know better.
I want to hear what is a potential trade on my with my yellow Cushman.
Yes.
Oh, would somebody offer you another Porsche?
No,
Oh.
I'm only listing it for 300 because that's what I paid for it, and I just want it gone. It's a Husqvarna. I think it's a 23 horsepower, 48-inch cut riding mower.
Hell yeah.
Supposed to be bringing it by tomorrow for me to look at it.
I mean, if you don't like it, you could always sell that.
Yeah. Or I could use it and retire my John Deere.
William, I'm going to bring this up. But one of these years at No Name, we need to recreate this picture.
I'm worried. Oh yeah, never mind.
Maybe not next year, but we need to recreate this picture. Except that skeleton fucked with me. Every time I walked past your car, I thought somebody was sitting in it.
Yeah,
That was from the second one, right? Yeah, because my car was there.
yeah.
We're gonna have to back the camera up though, because if everything goes to plan, I'll have a car, Owen will have a car, Ryan will have a car,
Oh, yeah.
and of course Tanner will probably have something.
Oh, next year, the fucking Misfits camp is going to be stacked.
It won't be next year, but the Charger may make a triumphant return to No Name for No Name 27.
We just need to find a way to haul the Cushman and the Charger.
If that would be possible, I would love that. But
How big of a trailer would you need?
What if you haul the Cushman with the
I would need like a 40-foot trailer.
Oh, I don't think you need 40. I bet a 20 would do it.
The Charger barely fits on an 18-foot trailer.
Like I'm
Oh,
saying,
okay,
what if
never
you just
mind.
haul the Cushman with the Charger?
Possible, but
No.
I gotta do some repairs on the frame rails before I put any kind of hitch on there. It actually used to have a hitch. The Charger used to have a tow hitch on it.
You know what I would like to see for next year, William, if it's at all possible, because it is a pretty in broad spectrum terms. Mine and your drive are pretty short drives to No Name, like
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I would love to see your swept line pull the Cushman next year. I would like to see
That might be something I could work on. I still got
that
to
would be cool.
get my freaking truck running better.
Because next year I'm probably gonna have my Duster and the van in the pits. I don't know. The van might be parked in the background because that's where I'm going to be sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not pole to pole.
I've got a set of lifters right here that I got for the truck. I just need to find time to take the intake off and.
Then you got to break the cam in again. What lifters did you get?
The lifters I have in there are some new old stock Rhodes lifters, and they're kind of noisy. And I read the instructions. It said it was going to be noisy, and I wasn't prepared for how noisy it turned out to be, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think the lifters I'm looking at, if I do a cam change, which I'm probably going to before next year, they say they're going to be noisy, and they're hydraulic rollers.
Yeah, but the replacements I got are just it's just a stock replacement hydraulic lifter. Just a comp cam high energy lifters, I think is what I got.
I would almost look at the DLC lifters if you don't want to worry that much about cam braking. They're not that much more expensive, but you already have those. But
yeah, I actually got these for the Dart, I think, but small same thing. But the Dart's lifters kind of came back, so the Dart's running better, so I'm letting it ride. Wouldn't mind doing an engine rebuild on that car.
Well, you already had it out once, didn't you?
Yeah, that was for the freeze plugs.
Didn't you put a 4-barrel on that too?
I did.
Okay.
Put an Edelbrock Performer intake and a Edelbrock 600 carb. AVS2 on there.
That's one you need to paint.
It's going to get painted.
That'd be a good body work practice.
Yeah, the body on that thing is actually not bad. I mean, the more body work is going to be done on those fenders.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably, whenever I get my 71 fenders, I'm probably, sooner or later, you're never going to find a set of perfect ones. So I'm probably going to have to end up doing something to them. But then again, if I want to just do it ratty to start out with, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the towing the Red Rocket with my swept line is something I haven't thought about.
I think it'd be cool because you can't really, I don't know, you might be able to drive the Red Rocket up to Lambert's, but for the car show.
Hell yeah.
If you drive the you at least have the swept line to drive up there for the car show.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I'm thinking it. If my Duster's not street legal, I'll just drive the van up to the car show. I didn't even go to Lambert's this year. I should have. No, well.
We ended up going to a Colton Steakhouse.
I just relaxed this year. This year was my relaxation year.
I would like to have the Charger at No Name again.
Take it down the track.
Yeah.
You can do it without hurting it. Look, Mike did it.
I mean,
I
I
did
got
like
it
7-8 passes down the track. It didn't hurt his stuff.
right now. I'm gonna be changing. I'm gonna be building a transmission for it and taking out the one that's in there, because the one that's in there is a 446. To my knowledge, it's supposed to be a 446 pack transmission or a Hemi automatic, or it's a valuable transmission, and I don't want to deal with rebuilding it. So I'm gonna be building another transmission to go in it. I'll be getting a billet steel front drum and bolt-in sprag and everything.
Jed wants us to have the pole to pole as a topic, a debate topic.
I don't know about that.
I just say no to all of it.
Yeah.
Pole to pole or no pole to pole?
What was it? What'd you say? What is it? Either hole to hole or pole to pole.
Hole to pole or hole to hole. Never pole to hole.
When you're sleeping in the same bed with another dude. I know if this year I don't make the side pipes functional, I'm going to put some pipe on there and make them look more functional. Because you can kind of tell they're Bluetooth right now.
Yeah.
And I want to make them not so Bluetooth.
Fellas, I gotta say, I believe I will have to cut out early tonight.
I think I'm going to end it. It's been a little over 2 hours.
I wouldn't say it's early,
wow.
man. It's 2 hours.
I didn't realize it's been 2 hours.
Yeah. We'll get more into the groove and start doing longer ones and get people in here and start really getting into long, drawn-out discussions again.
It feels like most of them we used to do were around 3-4 hours on average.
Yeah. I've done like 6 and 8. It was crazy.
Phew.
The one New Year's Eve one I did, Jesus. Well, what was it? I used to do them from the shop, and then I would shut down my part of it, but if you guys stayed in, it would stay going. I would shut down my part, drive home, get back on my computer at the house, and then keep the live going.
Dedication
That's when
right
it was
there.
really cold. But, all right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. Great discussion. Thanks, Mr. Hobbs, for supplying us with a lot of pictures.
I got you guys.
Thanks, William, for supplying us with pictures. You guys got any video drops or anything coming out?
The only
No.
the only thing
Anything
I've
you
been
wanna
doing
plug?
is more. Just been doing more stuff with the Junkyard 400.
All right. So we're in that Backwoods Performance and Charger 383 Mopar. I keep wanting to say Backstreet Performance, but
Backstreet.
we're not the Backstreet Boys. So, all right. We will see y'all later.
Bye.
See ya.